Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to Willow Clan, our cats cursed by an ancient being who haunts the wilted willow. As we continue, River J, even though she is very, very sick, has learned much about this sickness and has even claimed it to be a curse to the other medicine cats. But we did lose Milk Spot last time, and with River J being so ill, our medicine cats dwindle down even though our clan grows. The curse that is sentient possessing the wilted willow watches this clan grow and giggles as the sickness spreads between them. More and more heinous ideas coming to mind that this creature has as it watches the clan struggle to survive. Starling Star is still in leadership. She has lost one of her lives as she is a senior, and it's harder for her to survive the perils of the world. But she's still here with much experience. She's been here since the beginning, the first deputy to become leader after losing Iris Star to the curse. Her mate is River J, who is very sick with the curse. She is getting to a point of being non-responsive as mushrooms burst from her pelt. She's watching the love of her life fade away. This curse that she has fought off for many a cat, she can't seem to fight off herself. L Run, the deputy, is also getting up there in years and may retire. And Starling Star may have to appoint a new deputy even, because L Run is growing so old. Raccoon Creek is still a medicine cat working with River J as best as she can despite the sickness, because she has survived and she has ideas of what it could be that helped her survive. She's working tirelessly with Furled Scratch, the other medicine cat who has survived this long, the third apprentice, I believe, under River J. We do still have many cats in this clan. It's exciting to see the clan so large, especially after suffering for so long, but many of them are sick. In fact, the last time I counted, I believe a third of the cats were sick. We are already on to the next moon after a very long patrol session. 71 moons. This clan has survived a very long time. How many years is that, actually? It's quite a bit. Is that like 6 years? That's a long time. Anyway, Melting Heart sits in the crowd, chest puffed out in pride as they watch Whisker Paw be named Whisker Spore. What a name to have! Considering and honored for their bravery. They consider themselves lucky to have been able to train such an amazing young cat and look forward to seeing the warrior they become. So we now have Whisker Spore. Oh, the irony. After a long journey, Nakala Pelt has finally returned home. So Nakala Pelt, who was lost, was able to find their way home. And then Flickerpaw gets dared to hunt outside in the snow alone and returns with a bunch of herbs in their pelt. Oh my. I do think that I need to briefly go over these cats. So Chip Fawn is indeed an elder or senior. He's still kicking about at 142 moons and has not caught the sickness. He's not caught it. He's not been cured from it. He's just like avoided it entirely. Wishpaw was infected a moon ago, and so was Flickerpaw. Whisker Spore was cured. It's really funny that he was cured and apprenticed by Melting Heart, who was also cured by the sickness early on. One of the surviving children of Iris Star. Bitterdapple has stayed out of the sickness so far, but they are sick with something else. Greycatcher is all right. So Foggy Freckle on phase 3 should not actually be hunting anymore. So I'm going to add that. Can no longer hunt or patrol. Goose Runner's all right. Katie was infected on moon 67, which means that the next moon we'll have to roll to see if she is cured or not. Beach Skip was infected last moon. Ermine Fur, who's been around for quite a bit, has not caught the sickness. Neither has Aster Moon, and Aster Moon's been around for a while as well. Fire Stripe was cured. Little Nikki is still very sick on phase 3 at moon 68, so moon 73 we are going to have to check and see her status. Crested Whisker actually survived past phase 4, shockingly, and is doing very well. Flickerbird was cured. Soak Splash is still infected. Nakala Pelt has actually come back. We need to see if she actually ended up getting into the other phases. So I rolled twice for her. The first roll was to see if she had continued her infection on moon 66. Yeah, it would have been moon 66, and she was. So while she was out, she did indeed increase to phase 2. But then I rolled again, and since Nakala Pelt was actually lost, we are going to say very similarly to Ridge Goose, that she was cured by Two Legs, who gave her a shot, and after that, she had become much, much better. Jump Pelt has stayed out of this for the most part. Melting Heart was cured long ago. Pale Cloud, we will have to check on the next moon. Fireball, who's pretty recent to the clan, has actually been fine so far. Same with Nausea. Hailcut has been around for quite some time and is completely fine. Current was infected on moon 67. Sable Dust was cured, but we were quite worried about them. And then we are back to our main cats. So those are all the cats that are infected right now that we have to keep an eye on. But several of them, Little Nikki and Foggy Freckle, should not be patrolling any longer. So this is pretty interesting. While Starling Star and Whisker Spore and Nakala Pelt were out on a border patrol, they come across a loner who does end up deciding not to join the clan. Probably because of the sad look on Starling Star's face, knowing that her mate is so sick. She probably didn't make much of a convincing speech on why they should join. Perhaps she even decided to warn this cat, but they have met the cat Burger. What a name. Interesting. So it looks like maybe something might be happening between Beach Skip and Aster Moon as they take a late night patrol out of camp to watch the sunrise. So I rolled to see if Katie would go into the next phase or somehow pull out of it, but unfortunately she does not. She goes into phase 2 pretty quickly and easily. Unfortunately, it is also the same for Soak Splash. They will go into phase 2 as well. It seems as though this is affecting kitty pets quite a bit, which is surprising because kitty pets usually get shots from their 2 legs, but this sickness looks like they did not. Pale Cloud will suffer the same fate and move on to phase 2 as well. Raccoon Creek is very concerned that with losing River Jay, it is getting harder to maintain all these cats. Either that or the sickness is morphing, learning how to survive even in harder conditions. Raccoon Creek is beginning to panic. We just lost Starling Star. Starling Star was burnt alive while trying to save their clanmates from a fire. They've lost their last life and have traveled to Star Clan. So it wasn't even the sickness that took Starling Star. There are other things that cause problems just by existing in the wild, and forest fires are one of them. It appears that during a strange storm that lightning had struck one of the dead trees surrounding the island of the mire that they lived upon, and the fires had rushed into the grasses that weren't too damp, and the clan survived, all but their leader, who selflessly pulled Minnie to safety. Despite this tragedy, Elrun knows that she must go and take her place so the clan doesn't lose hope. She's been promoted to the new leader of the clan and travels immediately to the Moonstone to get their 9 lives, and are hailed by their new name, Elstar. And we can see who actually gave Elstar their 9 lives in just a moment. L-Star did choose Melting Heart, which is an amazing choice in my opinion, to take over as deputy. Melting Heart is the son of Iris Star, who was our first leader, and so Elrond chose very well, in my opinion, for Melting Heart to be essentially the proper bloodline of the clan, to lead the clan. During all of this, Crested Whisker starts to believe that they are meant for something greater. She wants desperately to help as much as she can to figure out how to defeat this curse. And then there's a loner who does wait at the border for a patrol, and they ask to join the clan. The loner decides to keep their own name Piper. So despite this tragedy, the clan still continues to grow. Riverjay feels lost without Starling Star's body to sit vigil over. They stare up at Silverpelt all night, straining to see if a new star has joined the sky and refusing to move until daybreak. Riverjay knew Starling Star might not always be with them, but it wasn't supposed to be so soon. They visit Starling Star's grave bittersweetly, recalling all the happy memories they shared. But Starling Star is no longer there and in StarClan, watching over the clan that she watched for many, many years following Iris Star. But let's go on to look at L-Star and who gave her those lives. Elrond leaves to speak with StarClan. They close their eyes and are immediately surrounded by their loved ones, friends, and clanmates who have passed on. Stars shine throughout their pelts, and their eyes are warm as they greet the new leader. Grouse Skip dips their head in greeting. Energy surges through Elrond's pelt as they receive a life of determination. They reassure Elrond that they are almost done. Gust Noise walks up to Elrond, we remember Gust Noise, offering a life for confidence. They smile and state that the clan will do well under Elrond's leadership. Ridge Goose, I'm so glad Ridge Goose appeared, walks up to Elrond, offering a life for clear judgment. They smile and state that the clan will do well under her leadership. A new cat approaches. Alcina, we know Alcina, steps forward to give Elrond a life for courage. Elrond grits their teeth as the life rushes through them. Milkspot approaches, a warm smile on their face. They offer a life for clear sight, whispering to take care of the clan the best they can. Nobody knows better than Milkspot. Gyoza Wind strides forward, an energy in their steps that wasn't present in their last moments. They give a life for integrity. Wisteria Berry, who we recently lost, gets to have a last appearance, steps forward to give Elrond a life for bravery. Lots of bravery and courage being given to Elrond. These StarClan cats know that this is what's needed to face the curse that is sweeping through their clan with malice. Elrond grits their teeth as the life rushes into them. Forest Heart, from back in the early days of Willow Clan, dips their head in greeting. Energy surges through Elrond's pelt as they receive a life for endurance. They reassure Elrond that they are almost done. And then Starling Star pads over to the new leader, softly touching their nose to Elrond's head. They give a life for affection. Starling Star hails Elrond by their new name, L-Star, telling them that their old life is no more. They are granted guardianship of Willow Clan and are told to use their new power wisely. The group of starry cats yowls L-Star's name in support. L-Star wakes up feeling a new strength within their body despite their age, and know that they are now ready to lead the clan. While out on patrol, Crested Whisker, who leads with Firestripe, Astermoon, and Whisker Spore, come across a kitty pet who has been abandoned once again by Two Legs. We haven't had very much luck with these kitty pets, and I'm kind of hoping this one survives, but we have Rudy Valley, and Rudy Valley has joined the clan very, very sick. But the cats, our medicine cats, will do their best to help Rudy Valley, just as they had with the last cats that have come in with this sickness. But we'll see what happens. Rudy Valley is in fact sick with the curse of the wilted willow. On this moon, little Nikki has taken the final turn before losing their life, just as Iris Star had. They enter phase 4. They are losing their memory. They only recognize certain cats, but they don't recognize others. They're fading quickly, and Raccoon Creek has no idea what to do. She is at a loss. Once a cat hits this point, they got very lucky with Crested Whisker, but this just isn't working. She's tried to make healing poultices with the glowing mushrooms that are growing out of the graves, but it's not working. Star Clan has fallen silent. They aren't receiving messages as much as they used to, and Raccoon Creek is wondering if the curse is blocking out their line to Star Clan to communicate with them. I did roll for Piper, by the way. Piper was fine. Sorry I didn't mention it, but they're fine. They're not sick. Now on the 74th moon, L-Star rests their muzzle on Flickerchill's head and declares them to be a full warrior of Willow Clan, honoring their strategy. And then in the same ceremony, she rests her muzzle on Wishcurrent's head and declares them to be a full warrior of Willow Clan, honoring their ambition. So 2 of our apprentices have been made warriors. Now, unfortunately, it looks like Katie has passed away from yellow cough. It was not the curse that killed her, but the yellow cough that her body could not fight off due to the curse's intentions of whittling down her immune system. The past moon, Katie has taken their place in Star Clan, and Willow Clan mourns their loss. But Katie does not go to Star Clan and does not hear their prayers or their praise. She is somewhere much darker, a place where the mushrooms have pulled her into and grow every day amongst the darkness. But then Jump Pelt surprises the clan. She's expecting kits, and they decide to move to the nursery in preparation. So new life is still coming into the clan despite all of the sickness, but Jump Pelt is anxious. Is it right to bring kits into a world where everyone is sick and dying? Should they even be there to have a chance? She doesn't have a choice now. The kits are coming, and all she can hope for is the best as they come into the world. With everything that's going on, the medicine cats cannot believe that a war on top of everything else is happening, and they wonder what Star Clan thinks of the war. Raccoon Creek is wondering if her and Furled Scratch should go to the Moonstone to have a meditation. I think I'm going to roll for that next time we have a Willow Clan episode, to see if Star Clan does talk to them if they meditate at the Moonstone. But we'll have to wait for that until next time in our next episode of Willow Clan. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified of when I post more Willow Clan episodes. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week to find out more that's happening with Willow Clan. Bye!